For those of you who don't know, we have about 30 Airbnb listings in the Washington D.C. area. And when we initially started out in Airbnb with the Airbnb, um, we pursued the superhost status. And here's kind of our approach to it. We tried our best to pursue the superhost status. We thought it meant something in terms of the Airbnb listings. But one of the things we realized was that although it took a lot of work to gain the superhost status, you started to notice that you could lose it very quickly. And here's an example of a guest that a host actually that had Airbnb superhost status. I have over 700 reviews, and I've been superhost for years. One guest one guest left a 2-star review recently. He arrived 1 hour before check-in time and left bad review because he had to wait 30 minutes. I would now lose superhost status. I calculated I would never be able to recover from this. I would have to get 39 5-star reviews in a row. Airbnb refuses to remove the review, and this is very typical of kind of novices who try their best to gain the superhost status. On YouTube, it would be same thing as kind of super chats, and these people pursue the superhost super chat status far and beyond their energies that they put into just pleasing their guests. Ultimately, they lose sight that their guest is the customer, or at least it should be. But with Airbnb is more or less using you as the middleman, and the guest is their customer. And so these type of things have you kind of chasing your tail here. So I've long been of the opinion that the super status is just a ruse that Airbnb uses to get you working harder for them. And if it were my suggestion, I would suggest that if you do a very good job with your hosts, with your guests, you meet their expectations, whatever that may be, you won't have to worry about this super host status here. And there's one more issue that with Airbnb that we've covered that we've experienced over the years. And I wanted to cover it with you guys here. Take a listen. You can see the message here. It's an absurd situation. The guest never checked in and no stay occurred. Airbnb's admin, let me maximize this. Airbnb's admin canceled a reservation 2 hours before check-in. The check-in did not occur and the guest did not show up and see the listing, but she left a 1-star review with many issues that killed the listing. I sent 2 appeals, which were denied by the Airbnb specials department. 6 ambassadors tried to help me remove the review, but finally said they don't have the authority to remove it. No payment was processed, meaning Airbnb, and the guest had no business relationship. But I have a 1-star bad review. It's all you need to know about the new Airbnb review removal policy. And here and again is the issue that Airbnb, there are a lot of, I guess you could call them kinks that are in the system that they probably gonna take a long time to work around. One of the kinks is that I've had guest counsel never check in but still have the ability to write a review. So you see, sometimes they may get to the neighborhood, realize, if you have properties in marginal neighborhoods, you realize that the guests will get there. They don't like the neighborhood. And instead of calling you and being honest, say, hey, the neighborhood's not up to my suiting, up to my liking, and, just cancel and eat it, they may make a complaint to Airbnb. Hey, the place was not clean, show something, anything, the utility closet. And Airbnb will give them the right to cancel without any punishment there, and they will leave you a 1-star review there, further hampering your business there if you're relying on reviews. We'll cover that topic: how to best deal with Airbnb guests when you are not in the best neighborhood. We have quite a few Airbnbs where we're not in the best neighborhood, and that can hamper you. And we'll discuss some of the strategies here on how we've gotten around it. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you share it with the other Airbnb hosts that you may know. Thanks again for joining.